I haven't planned anything for this intro to say, so hopefully it'll be good. So if you didn't know, I was learning Russian during the last academic year because I figured, you know, I already look Russian living in Kazakhstan, and everybody speaks to me in Russian, so it seems to be the language that I should use. And this is my own perception, but it seems like in Astana, Nur-Sultan, a lot of people use Russian. But when I was learning Russian, I wasn't having the most fun time. If you like Russian, if you enjoy it, if you love the culture, totally fine, but I felt there was just something lacking. But I thought, what if I start learning Kazakh? And here we are in a video where I try to learn as much Kazakh as I can in a month. Why am I doing this? Because I really want to push myself. To be honest, lately I've had no drive for anything, and I feel like I'm just wasting my life away. And I'm a language teacher. I teach English. I want to see how much I can learn if I really push myself in 30 days. As a language teacher, I know realistically that I'm not gonna be fluent in 30 days. Don't believe any video that says you can be fluent in anything or learn a language in such a short amount of time. It's impossible. In order to do this, I decided that every weekday I will study for at least 2 hours, and on weekend days, 4 hours each day, which is quite a lot for somebody who's working full-time. It's day 1 of 30 days. My motivation is high. Come on this journey with me, learning Kazakh. It's the third day of me learning Kazakh, and to be honest, it's been a struggle to find 2 hours. I'm so glad it's Saturday, so I have 4 hours to study. My Kazakh tutor still hasn't sent me any of the materials he showed me, so I went to the university I work at's library, and I got 7 books about grammar or vocabulary or dictionary. Let me show you real quick. English Kazakh, Kazakh English Dictionary, Kazakh Language Made Easy, Kazakh, a complete course for beginners, Kazakh Language 101, Kazakh Language Mini Vocabulary Builder, stress labeled, and Kazakh Language Grammar, Text, and Vocabulary. Hopefully these books are gonna help me because where's my tutor? I asked him to send the stuff and I don't want to keep on messaging him. Hopefully I know more than Salamet Zisbe and Mening Atem Raquel. So good luck to me!
Later.
So I'm in Taras right now, which you can see in a different video, links down below. And I tried to use Kazakh and it went wrong and I already made a mistake the first time I tried to use it with somebody. Alright, it is day 12. Let's talk about what I've been doing so far. So I've been using this book, Colloquial Kazakh, a complete course for beginners, and learning the grammar from this. Also, vocabulary that's used here as well. Any extra vocabulary, I have a Kazakh to English, English to Kazakh dictionary, which I've been using, but those are the 2 resources that I've been using the most. I also use Quizlet to make vocabulary sets, but the thing is, so this is day 12 and I feel like I haven't learned that much vocabulary, so I need to kind of change the way that I'm learning vocabulary. I've gone through 4 chapters of this book so far. Basically, the way I practice, I'm just writing sentences. I also go through what's in the book to practice, but I haven't really spoke to anybody. My tutor really doesn't focus on speaking, but today is the first day of the provided courses at the university for Kazakh. But what I'm looking forward to in a class is being able to talk to other people. So as a progress report, let me say some Kazakh that I know. Mening adım Raquel, bizden otbasım bizde, tort adam bar, men tehastan bolamın. So that's all, but really speaking is so hard for me right now. This is day 12, we're getting so close to halfway there, and I feel like I've made no steps. So it's day 15, which means I'm halfway through this challenge and I really don't want to study today. I just want to do nothing. Part of the reason is because doing this challenge is kind of giving me some stress because I'm studying a lot and it feels like a lot of time. 2 hours out of the whole day isn't actually, that bad. But I also have this pressure of like, I need to learn a lot. And so far I haven't learned a lot, and especially speaking, my speaking sucks. In addition, all the people who are from Kazakhstan that I work with, that I'm comfortable with, only one actually can speak Kazakh to an extent where they're confident in it. And so I feel bad. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna cry. I feel bad, like, asking for additional help. Oh, I care so much about this, like, it's making me want to cry. This is just a challenge, so it's not like if I fail, I'm gonna die. It's just my own self telling me to do this. But I'm gonna study anyways, at least for an hour, because I have to, or else the time is just gonna keep piling up, and then on the weekend I'm gonna have to study a bunch, so. Why am I crying, Nilo? I'll see you another day. Hello, it's day 17 and I feel much better. So, day 15 was very sad. And then day 16 I had my Kazakh class. So I went to that Kazakh survival class and it made me feel better, gave me an ego boost because I knew a lot more than all the people in my class. Nothing like an ego boost to make you feel better. Not that I'm any good, but you know, I like to pretend that I'm better than somebody else at least. Today is a weekend day, so I went to a cafe and I studied there for 3 hours. And the thing that I learned today to say, Magan oku gerek. I need to study. I know my sound is terrible. I'm trying, but it's very hard to say. Day 17, done. So it's day 22, and I just want to point out how much grammar I quote-unquote learned. I'm covering this because it's my practice and I don't know if it's correct or not. I've written down every grammar feature that I've quote-unquote learned, and let me just flip through it. So this page and that page, this, holy moly! And I'm gonna see how much I can recall without looking at my notes over here. So see how much I've actually learned. Hello, it's day 25 of my studying Kazakh for a month intensively, quote unquote. I only have 5 days left, so I really need to solidify what I know. I've actually gotten through 8 chapters of this textbook, and there's 14 chapters, so over half of the textbook. I think additionally, since I complained last week that no one will talk to me, I'm just gonna talk to myself and record that, and maybe I'll play some of those recordings here. I'm sure they're gonna be very painful and terrible to listen to if you speak Kazakh.
Magan kiyar onamaydı. Magan balmuzdak onaydı. Senin nasıl tın Barma?
Emotionally, nothing's bothering me, finally, but I'll see you in the future. So it's day 28, and this is my last week, and I can tell you my motivation has been decreasing, and I think the factors are that I can't talk to anybody, and I'm getting close to the end, so I'm almost done. I've been reviewing this whole time. I haven't learned any new stuff, but I have been learning new vocabulary. You can always learn new vocabulary. Also, I dread, starting it, but once I start studying, like an hour and a half will pass very quickly, and then I'll take a break, and then I'll start again, and then it will be another hour and a half, so I'll usually, or at least another hour. So these days I've been doing it 2.5 hours, which is good. I'm very lucky to be able to concentrate for that long. Very close to the end. Yahoo! So it's day 30. Woo! Actually, I want to talk about yesterday, day 29. I wrote 2 very short, 5 sentences, maybe around 7 sentences each, just talking about what I do in the day and then also what foods I eat and don't eat. I'm so surprised I could write about those things. I'll see you tomorrow. So something cool just happened. I'm at my local cafe where I always study Kazakh, and also my friend Alina is helping me with making the test. I went to go up to order, and I wanted to ask if the chai latte had coffee inside of it, because I generally actually don't know this question. And I was trying to ask it in Russian because I always order and do every transaction in Russian. My poor Russian, very bad Russian. And I tried to say this, and I didn't actually know how. And the woman taking the order had no idea what I was saying. And I ended up just ordering something else. And then afterwards, when there was some free time, not free time, but after I paid, I thought, wait, I can say this in Kazakh maybe. I asked her if she speaks Kazakh, and she said yes. And then I asked her, is there with an error, I did it with an error. I said, chai latte ishinde, but it should be ishinde. Coffee barma. Oh my god, I'm so happy. happy for myself. I gave myself a pat on the back and I told Alina to give me a pat on the back because it's the first interaction that was successful. Good job, me, finally. Oh, it is past day 31. I took a test that was made by my Kazakh friend Alina, and there were two components, written and speaking. The written component had a dialogue that I translated from English to Kazakh. It also questioned me on some vocabulary that I learned, which I forgot. And then also on giving directions, because I specifically requested that. However, I really failed the giving directions part. The day of the test, I forgot the word for left, and I thought the word for right was left. So I didn't finish filling in that part out. The speaking part, I will give some short snippets of what I said. First of all, let me warn you, that is very cringe, and it is very poor, but I want to be transparent here. So watch the video and cringe with me. Speaking test. Жұмыстың туралды айтып бересің бе? Мен мұғаліммін. Менің сабақта 14 студент бар. Хоббиің туралды айтып берсің бе? Менің хоббиім YouTube көремін. Мен Jenna Marbles, және Edward Avila, және Kojimochi көремін. So, takeaways that I want you guys to know about. Language learning is a process. It's like going to the gym. You go for a month and you are not going to be ripped. I studied Kazakh for a month and I am not ripped in the Kazakh language, right? And practicing every day may help things become more automatic, right? We practice it more, it will become more automatic. You practice every day, it's always part of your life. Overall, this was a roller coaster of emotions, which is very common when I'm trying to do something new. But I enjoyed the process. I'm going to continue learning Kazakh language. I believe when you live in a country, you should be learning a language that they speak there. So you're not one of those ignorant foreigners. So I'm gonna continue to learn Kazakh. If you want to share your experience learning a language, go ahead in the comments below. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.